Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. All right, I'm going to explain how to write your reasoning. So yesterday we focused on claim and evidence, and today we're going to focus on reasoning. I really hope if you're not in my homeroom class, or even if you are in my homeroom class and didn't join us on our Google Meet, that you watch the recording of our Google Meet, because Mrs. Harmon and I both gave some pointers on how to write the CER. And also, a lot of kids had some really good questions, and you can hear the answer to those questions on that recording of Google Meet. So if you go over to your checklist, and it's right under this video here, it says, watch the Google Meet about CER prompt for claim and evidence with Miss Montgomery and Mrs. Harmon, explains the assignment. So right there, you can click on that and you can see the recording of our Google Meet. We are going to do that same thing today with Google Meet. So make sure you check back. It should be posted sometime around 11 a.m. Make sure you check back and watch that Google Meet recording video as well. Also, if you're in Mrs. Harmon or Mrs. Hartman's class, you are totally welcome to join us on that Google Meet. The link is on the bottom of the checklist. Especially if you have questions or you're confused, you're totally welcome to join that homeroom Google Meet I have with my homeroom. Just pop right on in and you can watch with us. Okay, so with the reasoning, this has been a big focus for us the past few weeks in fourth grade. So we want to make sure we really take our time and make sure we're having a reasoning that backs up our evidence, that backs up our claim. Okay, so with reasoning, you're thinking, how does the evidence support my claim? And you're going to tell how the text evidence proves your point and sum everything up. Do not forget to sum everything up. Remember, we always want to have a conclusion sentence at the end of our reasoning. So what you're going to do is you're going to choose one of these sentence starters. This would be a great time to check too. Do you have a sentence starter in your evidence? Do you have a sentence starter in your claim? Or did you restate the question? But you do need to either have a sentence starter or restate that question. Okay? But back to our reasoning, you are going to end with how your structure could be built in real life to protect you from the natural disasters. Here's an example for you. Having a strong base made out of concrete isn't important for having a stable structure. Emphasize how your structure that you built can withstand natural disasters. And this should be a minimum of 3 sentences. And I am hoping that you don't just stop at those 3 sentences for both of these, but you go above and beyond and you make sure that you're really giving a quality reasoning. Okay. Remember, sometimes more is not always better, but just make sure that you have given a quality reasoning. Okay. So remember, reasoning connects to real life. Evidence connects to your experiment, which is what we did up here. Okay. So now you're going to talk about if you are actually building your structure. Okay. It's actually on an island and you have built it using materials that you build a structure with. Okay. So if you are struggling with this, I would recommend going to my Padlet and taking a look at this research article here, because this article gives you a ton of good ideas of what your materials can be represented in real life. You don't have to explain every single material that you used, but I would definitely pick out maybe 2 or 3 really important features of your structure and talk about how they will keep people safe from those natural disasters. So again, you don't have to list every single material. Actually, I would recommend not doing that. Just make sure you pick out the most important safety features of your structure. Okay, so hopefully that answers that question. You have the whole day to work on this, because remember, our focus for the past few weeks has been on reasoning. So I would really like your work to shine here. Okay, so don't worry about writing your full paragraph yet. Don't worry about editing and revising. We're going to do that the next couple days. Really just focus on writing the best reasoning you possibly can. You are welcome to read over your claim and evidence and then your reasoning to make sure it all flows together. Make sure you're not repeating yourself. But please don't go on from that. Make sure you're really taking your time and making this a very, very quality writing piece. All right, if you guys have any questions, please send me an email. I am also more than happy to get on a Google Meet with you and answer any questions face to face. So just send me an email and we can get together if you have some questions, okay? All right, have a great Tuesday, friends.